What is up, guys? Welcome back. Hope you guys are gonna like this new headset that I'm using. I'm using the Turtle Beach Stealth 600, I believe. And a little background to it: it was my little brother's birthday, Brian, and my dad sent me or called me saying, "What's the headphones that I use?" Right? Because obviously I'm a gamer, I know about this stuff. And I told him I use really any, right? Because I was honestly thinking he was talking about headphones you want to use on your phones, not the actual headsets. So he was like, no, the ones you use to play and shit. I was like, alright. And I told him, okay, I use basically still whichever one's pretty good. Right? And he was like, okay, send me a picture. And so I sent him a picture of mine. And then he said, what brand is it? And obviously I didn't want Brian to get the same thing as me, the PlayStation Gold, which honestly has a bad mic, but I still don't care because I love the sound with it. So I told him just Turtle Beaches, and what next thing you know, the next day in the morning, wake up, Brian gets these brand new Turtle Beach 600. But what he doesn't know, and what he later found out, is that you can't really use these headsets for your phone. You need an adapter. So until he gets an adapter, he's really not going to be using this headset that much. So that's why I'm taking advantage and going to be using it. I don't really like the sound quality on the Turtle Beach 600. But I do like the mic quality, and as you can tell and already hear me, it actually sounds pretty good. The quality is way better in my opinion, right? I don't know if you guys prefer this mic or the other one, but as you can tell by this video, I mean business. This video is gonna be titled something that's right off the bat you're gonna be wondering what the fuck am I talking about, right? I want to start off by saying that this is just like a casual video, not really coming crazy at anybody. It was more like I was just thinking for myself, and I was like, okay, maybe it'll be fun to talk about this, right? But not necessarily claiming any truths or 100% facts. I'm just speculating, stuff like that, you know. So whatever I say in this video, I guess this is like a disclaimer. I don't mean it 100%, right? So the things I say in this video about me probably gonna be the best player is just for fun and games. I might be the best, right? You never know, right? Don't worry, guys, I'll shout you out. But it's not guaranteed. And so it's just for me speculating to have some fun, kill some time, because I have hella shit to do this weekend. But I am just too lazy to even start it. And right after this, I have to train that dude I mentioned before in the video. So it's going to be pretty packed, right, on a Saturday. Probably going to be posting another video next week, but I have to do a double recording because I'm not going to be using any form of technology starting Friday next week. And that runs through the whole weekend, so I won't be able to make a video during the weekend or play at all. It's going to be crazy. But I feel like I need that. It's for me to take time to not worry about anything, not stress about anything. And so here is some DNA Bomb gameplay. Well, basically nuclears on every Call of Duty besides World War II, because you guys already know how I feel about that game. But let's continue on, right? So let's start off with my stats and why I'm saying why I might be the best, why I might be the best in the future. Not now, but in the future. Not guaranteed, of course, like I said before, I'm going to be mentioning that throughout this whole video. But I might be the best, okay? So let's start off by saying my stats, right? My stats, as of right now, my lowest stats, besides World War II, because that game just started and I don't really mix well with that game. For Advanced Warfare, recently got my Advanced Warfare Twister Boy 502 account, right? Or 238, shit. 502 is something else. It's a different story for a different day, right? I recently got that account into a higher than a 2KD, right? And it took some grind, okay? I've played on that account for like months upon months, and because when I first started to actually do good, my KD completely low. It was like a .89 or something like that, similar to my win-loss, which was a .81, because I kept raging and shit like that, right? Because I was younger and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Advanced Warfare came out like what, 4 years ago, right about, right? And 4 years ago, I'm 16 now. That's 12 years old when I was 12, right? It's kind of crazy, right? It's kind of crazy to think about. 4 years passed and I'm still playing the shit out of this game, or I'm at least trying to, right? And so when I finally started doing good, which was like 2 years ago, right? And I stopped playing Advanced Warfare for like a good half or maybe more than half a year, right? 2 years ago, so when I finally started doing good, finally realized the guns I have and the way I should move, the way I should use guns and stuff like that, and actually try in games, right? Because before I was just Timmy No Thumbs, not actually doing anything in game, right? Just like straight up, just I'll play, get like 15 and 15, and be happy with myself. But as of right now, I'm not like that. I'm not liking that, right? And so I actually trying games now. I'm actually doing way better than I ever imagined myself doing, right? And it's crazy. So when I started playing Advanced Warfare, and actually trying, my KD was hugely at a disadvantage, right? Because what was it, like 9 prestiges worth of deaths and stuff like that, bad KDs, maybe even 10 or 12. I don't remember what's the prestige cap on Advanced Warfare before you hit Master Prestige, right? All of those prestiges were just me doing bad, so it was really hard for me to do good, right? For me to bring that up to a whole 2.0. As of right now, it's at a 2.02. And games like these are helping me humongously, right? Oh my god, you don't understand how grateful I am to be good at games, right? Because I managed to not only fix my past, but now furtherly progress in my future, right? And I'm still progressing. I'm still getting better by the week, right? I'm learning new things, and there's so much to learn about, so much things that I didn't, or what I, so much thing I never would have considered back when I was 4 years younger, right? So as of right now, KD for Advanced Warfare over 2.0. Black Ops 3, I'll explain that later. Let's go to Infinite Warfare. Now, Infinite Warfare had the lucky situation where I just didn't play, and I only played like till like I got to level 40 or something like that, and then I stopped playing because I honestly didn't like Infinite Warfare like that. And recently, like, until like this summer, I believe, I got into Black Ops 3 and I actually started trying on that game. And once I got into Black Ops 3, the Black Ops 3 movement and Infinite Warfare movement is super similar, but Infinite Warfare I feel is a little bit slower in terms of chain mechanics and stuff like that. Not gonna get into detail of it on it, but when I when I started trying Infinite Warfare after I grinded for Dark Matter and stuff, it was super, and I mean super easy to actually get a high KD on that game. Because when I got back into it, I actually realized that my KD was already like a 1.7, which I honestly thought my KD would have been like a 1.1, because I don't have many good memories on that game, right? When I went on it with my friend, I see it's a 1.7. I'm doing pretty good. I actually dropped a nuclear DNA bomb same game on, not DNA bomb, de-animizer, same day I got back onto it. And so I started playing Infinite Warfare more, and I actually managed to get to a 2.3, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I think my KD is a 2.3 in that game, because I have a lot of good games there, but also not a lot of good games in Infinite Warfare. Okay, that's the next gameplay. Next gameplay is me going 70 and 5 in Infinite Warfare, one of my best gameplays by far, and the only person that can top that gameplay is me, because a few games later, I got 85 and 5, I believe. Which was pretty funny because I was talking to this dude. I was playing on Team Deathmatch, I believe, or something like that. And this dude was named Nuke, right? His clan tag was Nuke, and then like some edgy shit saying like I nuke for days or something like that. And he was doing bad. Only reason his team won was because his freaking this other dude, which was like a Prestige Master 18. I don't know what the numbers are, right? Was actually just camping using OP variants and shit like that. And the variants in this game aren't that balanced, and to say that is kind of hypocritical because Advanced Warfare also has non-balanced variants. But for this, it seems like they don't care. Like there's a lot of OP variants in here, but I'm not gonna complain too much. It's just a game that doesn't even take itself seriously, and you just gotta have fun with it, right? So I was just like, you know what, this dude, right, the guy that was Prestige Master something, right? He was the only one doing good on your team. That's why I won. Right, it's not because of that fucking dude. So I messaged him saying, hey, look, you're ass, right? You're not even good. Change that freaking clan tag you have, right? And he was like, bro, shut the hell up. And he sends me a picture that he just dropped the animizer, right? And then I sent him this pic of me going 70 and 5. I was like, just drop one too, right? Obviously I didn't drop one because I'm not using the variant for it. But I basically, if you don't have the variant, the nuked out variant, DNA bomb or de-animizer is being considered a juggernaut, which is a 30 gun streak. So I showed him this, and then I showed him the 85 and 5, and I was like, yeah, keep talking, bitch. So pretty good. Anyways, so why am I talking about stats, right? Right now, as of right now, Black Ops 3, actually, I have a 1.82 or 1.83 KD on that game, and it's going up slowly but steadily now, right? I'm not really playing that game that much because I've been busy this whole week. Also, I was only really able to play Monday and Tuesday, and maybe a few minutes on Wednesday just to test out Brian's headset, right? But I'm trying to get back into Advanced Warfare. That's the thing, right? So why am I saying this? Why am I talking about stats? Why is that important in this video? It's because you can't really trust stats no more. And I'm telling you guys this to be honest, right? I'm telling you guys my stats because you guys would know that I'm not the type that would reset my stats, make a new account and stuff like that. Only reason why I made a new account, which was the Matt account, was because first off, that was already for my little brother Matthew, and I wanted to get the Insanity and Advanced Warfare, and I wanted more reasons to play Advanced Warfare. So I got on that account, started grinding, leveling up, getting a lot of advanced supply drops, regular supply drops, and boom, got the Insanity. Got the Insanity 2 times, I believe, or maybe even 3 times. Really fucking lucky, right? But I don't like actually compare stats and stuff because on my Matt account, I started that account again. When I started that account, I was already used to Advanced Warfare. I was already good at Advanced Warfare. When anyone starts off a game, they're not going to be the best in the game, right? Unless you have a lot of times and you decide early on that you just want to play with bots or something like that, right? So I was just saying, like, I don't want to be the guy that seems fake. Because there's a lot of people in public matches, if you look at their KDs or something like that, might see high as hell KDs like 3.8 or 4.0s and stuff like that. And I would be fine with that if I knew that they didn't reset their stats. And if it's not their second account or something like that, right? Not to say there's not good people who actually have high stats like that. Surely there are, right? And I support anybody who has legit stats that high and they started early on, right? Because my defense to that is that when you start off a game, like I said before, you're not the best. You're ass. When I started off Black Ops 3, Advanced Warfare, surprisingly not Infinite Warfare because I ended off early, right? But when I started those 2 games, I did ass. When I'm starting off World War II, I'm ass. And I'll admit that, right? It takes a big man to admit that they're fucking ass at a game, right? But it takes a bigger man to accept that you were ass and you're just improving. You don't want to, and that's why I'm hating people now in Black Ops 3, because I see their stats and it's like 2.8s, 3.0s, right? But you can tell that they're a fresh restart or they're a fresh account. Why? Because there's no way, like if you see a low level with that high stats, right? Like a level 55 or something like that, you know for a fact that they either fresh restarted or it's a completely different account in order to get free easy lobbies, right? And I hate that. I honestly hate that because that don't show what type of person, how good of a person you are. Because I've been like melting these people who have high KDs, right? And sometimes I haven't. I'm not like the best, but I probably will be the best, right? As a joke. Reason for that is because a lot of people, when they see themselves doing bad, when they see their stats doing bad, they want to be like, okay, I gotta restart, right? I gotta restart. But not me, not necessarily me. I can honestly do Black Ops 3, right? Because I don't play that. I don't play Black Ops 3 Infinite Warfare on my the Matt account. So I can honestly play those games on the Matt account, get a ridiculously high KD, and just like gloat all over fucking noobs about it. I'm like, yo, I got a 5.0 KD, step up to my fucking level. But no, I'm not gonna do that because you're just a douche of a person if you do that, right? And that's what I hate. A lot of people have high KDs and say, shut up. But you know they either fresh restart because they actually have the emblem fresh restart, and so obviously, if people fresh restart, okay, so you're telling me if you're Prestige 1, right, and you fresh restart, that's not gonna do much of a difference, right? But if you got to level 1000, right, Prestige Master level 1000, you have experience in the game, and if your KD is not that good, right, then obviously you're gonna do way better because you're now more better experienced at the game, and the game is gonna be like fresh new, but you already know the basic mechanics to it, so you're gonna do good. And that's why I hate people who have mean ass stats like that. But I know that they fresh restarted and stuff like that, or they're a completely new account, like some accounts in Advanced Warfare. Also, why you can't trust these people is because most of these people are paired up with their friends that have ridiculously low stats, right? I cannot tell you how many countless games I've been playing and I've seen this guy with like a 2.8 KD and then their friend is with like a 0.47. They're leeching off of his friend's poor stats, right? Now I'm just like, you're a fucking bitch, right? You're a fucking hypocrite. And that's why people like have good stats like that, because they're leeching off of their friends' bad stats so they can get the easier lobbies, and so they don't have to sweat so much and stuff like that. I don't do that. I've been doing solo multiplayer for the most part, actually, in any game, right? I've been playing solo. Yeah, I'll team up with my friends and stuff like that, but it's not like I'm purposely leeching off their stats. Some of their stats are not that good, right? But they're at least above a 1.0, right? Or they might be prestige master, but with a .89 or something KD like that. And I don't judge you if you have bad stats like that at a high level, because you're not that good when you first start off, like I said before, right? So if you're gonna like have a high KD, don't be a bitch and leech off of your friends' poor stats just to get the easy lobbies, because you just look like a bitch yourself. And I absolutely hate that when I see people on TDM partied up and shit like that. There was once a lobby I got into in Black Ops 3 where 4 people were actually tryhards, right? Sweaty people. So like 1.7, 2.0s, higher than that, right? And the one guy that's hosting, has a .47 KD. And I got pissed off because I'm playing on my friend's account, Zawak, right? That's my friend's account. And I see that and I was like, I shouldn't be like partnered up with these people, because my friend's at a low level and stuff like that. I shouldn't be partnered up with these prestige masters and shit. So I just got pissed off. I was just like, really, this is what people are doing now? And it doesn't prove you're a better person. It just proves that you are exploiting the system. And I personally hate that, right? But moving on, right? Moving on to this long, really stretched out KD talk, right? Pro players, their age is way different than mine, right? Pro players like the Optic group and stuff like that, their age is like 30s, right? I'm not 30s, but 20s, mid 20s, stuff like that. And they either dedicate their whole time, right? Not to say that it's bad to dedicate your time. If you're getting money off of games, you better dedicate your whole life on it, right? But they dedicate more time in games than I will ever have, right? As of right now, right? Because I'm dealing with school. I'm in junior year in high school, right? And that's very stressful because I have to worry about college now, all that shit. And the time I have, I just play, right? But I don't have enough time to play and get way better, right? I have time to just do good, and I will progress. I will get better slowly. But with the time I have right now, it's just ridiculously hard to do any of that, right? But not to say that nothing is gonna ever happen with me, right? Nothing will ever be good with me, right? Because I'll be honest, right? With the time I have, I'm doing pretty good, right? With the time I have of a regular guy, right? Which is like maybe like 5 hours on weekends, right? Probably I play maybe 7 hours, right? Because I just have fun, right? I just want to relax and worry about school on weekends. I do pretty good. That's enough time for me to like plan myself, get better, and progressively do better, right? But pro players, their life depends on this, right? Their money. Like if you look at the Optic house, right? The Optic crew or the FaZe crew. Although FaZe doesn't really count because they kind of branched out of gaming, right? Not to say that they're not in competitive gaming, but a lot of them people are just like vloggers now, and they're just crazy. But they're basically their foundations to what they became dependent on gaming, right? And I'm not to say not to call them out again, but their life depends on it, kind of, right? And so they will be doing good with it, right? If they're playing for $1 million, obviously you're gonna be training and putting in those freaking hours. But me, what I'm doing, I'm playing for fun, right? I'm not into competitive gaming. I'm not into like crazy MLG game battles, right? I'm not into that because I'm just playing for fun, right? And for me, fun is just like doing good, right? Yes, I'll do the occasional 1v1 if anyone wants to 1v1 me. Just message me, I'll do it, right? And I'll say don't flat out say that I'm the best player. Don't flat out say that I'm amazing, right? Because yes, I am good, right? I don't want to sound cocky, but I'm just humble, right? I'm good, right? There's some games, and especially in Advanced Warfare, where I'm just like, don't fuck with me. I feel like the shit. I feel like a god, and those are really fun games. But in the back of my head, right, I still remember humble beginnings, right? I'm not the best. I was never the best. but I'm just really fucking good, really fucking awesome at the shits I do with the time I have. So not to say that I won't ever be the best, right? I'd love to be considered the best Call of Duty player, right? And I don't know, I don't really have any type of information on how to be considered the best. Like, I just know that you gotta go into competitive, be and just do really good in your games, right? Will I ever see myself doing competitive? As of right now, as I told my friend that I was training, right, when he asked me if I'm ever gonna be doing competitive, as of right now, no, don't see myself doing competitive. I don't have any time, right? I don't really have what's it called, a schedule, right? And my schedule is so fucked up because there's a lot of things. I'm in junior year. I have to worry about college and shit like that. I can't wait for I can't put things last minute for junior year. I mean for senior year, because then I won't be accepted or anything. And at the same time, I don't even know if I want to do college. I don't even know if I want to become like a carpenter or stuff like that. I haven't found myself yet. And it sounds really corny, but that's the truth, right? I haven't even like thought about what I want to do for the future. I've just like been focusing on the present, right? And not to saying that the present isn't like you shouldn't be focusing on what you're doing now, right? And not be planning your future. But at a certain point, yes, you do have to plan your future out, right? But but in the future, right? This is what I'm predicting, right? If these are big ifs. If I actually manage to graduate, finish all my education, shit like that, nothing to worry about, I will be looking into becoming a competitive gamer, right? And that's if I'm still into gaming and stuff like that. Not to say I won't be, right? I will definitely still be into gaming, but into competitive gaming, that might be a different topic. Because I see myself that I once read an article where they said the average gaming age is around 30, right, or mid-age, right? I'm just like, bro, I'm 16 and I played the fuck out of this. I can't wait. That means it will be socially acceptable if I'm a grown-ass man and play. Except I won't be living in my mom's basement. So whenever kids fucking tell me that, right, on the mic after I just direct them, right, I'll just be like, bitch, no, I live in my own mansion, right? About to rob a dude's mansion, live in that shit, drop some nukes. It's gonna be amazing, fun talk. But again, like I said, when I say I'm probably gonna be the best, it's just for all fun and games. It's not guaranteed. It's just like a fun idea that I want to think about, right? And it's like a goal. But as of right now, I can't pursue that goal because my time is like limited, right? But I feel like that's where I want to end off the video, right? That's where I want to end it off. Like I mentioned before, my topics were my KD, right? It's not inflated. I don't fucking abuse or exploit the system, right? I just play to play. I play solo or in duos or fucking 6-man sometimes, right? I play in groups if I have to, but most of the time I'm playing solo, team deathmatch, shit like that. Because I know if I play Domination or Hardpoint, there's most likely going to be people who are partied up and shit. Not to say I can't be a whole 6-man myself, right? I've been doing that sometimes in Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare, really fun. But I just like don't do that because most likely I will be fucked, right? I will be raging. But gotta stay chill, right? Gotta be cool with everything. So I don't inflate. I'm prideful of what I was before, right? So I don't restart or fresh start my stats, right? Because honestly, I'm becoming a better person by accepting who I was as an ass person before, and boom. Pro players and players who have way more time than me have a way better advantage than me because I have limited time, right? I don't even own a scuff controller, but I've been actually complimented before on my jump shots, right? I was 1v1ing this dude on Black Ops 3, and he was calling me a bitch because I wasn't using a VMP. And honestly, that's like the worst thing you could hear, right? A guy's calling you a bitch, but he's using the VMP and he's complaining that you're not using it. Like, first off, the VMP is considered a bitch gun, right? So it's like, if you're calling me a bitch for that, right, it's kind of stupid and it's kind of hypocritical. But he did, after complaining and shit, even though I beat him and stuff, he complimented me with the jump shots, right? And my jump shots are good just because through the little time I have, through the practice that I do, right, I managed to like perfect my not perfect, but get really good in jump shots. I use my middle finger when needed to aim, and I just use my pointer to jump, and that's how I can perform amazing plays on Black Ops 3 or Infinite Warfare, as you saw in that gameplay, right? But if I do use a scuff, there's a lot of people who use scuff and their jump shots are way better than mine, because they have that advantage, right? A lot of people have that money to put it in to get advantage in games, right? Like Astro gaming headsets, right? Those are by far the best headsets you can probably use, but they're very expensive, very pricey and shit. And so I don't have that. I just rock with the cheap, kind of cheap $100 gold PlayStation headset, not even the platinum, right? But it's whatever. So in the future, right, maybe I'll focus on gaming more. Maybe I'll actually become the best. Don't worry, guys. I will shout you out, like I said before, right? But I want to end this video on a different note, right? I made a video on Sunday, right, talking about just my 2 weeks, that I haven't been uploading, shit like that, and what the fuck happened, right? And usually I get like 1 or 2 views, and not to say that I don't like and I don't appreciate those 2 views, right? I love that, right? I love that people are still the very few people are watching my channel, right? And I appreciate that. I honestly salute to anyone who's watching this, right? But usually at the time I uploaded that, I had 17 subscribers. The next day I wake up, walk to my bus, but as I'm walking to my bus, I straight up pull up my phone, go to the channel, and I see that I got over, like, I gained like 7 or 8 subscribers, and I got 25 subscribers now, which is like crazy, right? And then I checked that my freaking video that I posted, the video made 10 views in 1 day, and that's crazy for me, right? Because I don't expect myself to fucking hell. I didn't expect myself to make a video that got me 10 views in 1 day. 1 day. That was crazy, and that honestly helps me, and it makes me want to make more videos just for you guys, just so you guys can enjoy. And obviously you guys are actually enjoying these videos, and that's why I'm gonna be making more. That's why I'm not gonna be ending YouTube or anything like that. That's why I'm gonna be constantly posting more videos and stuff like that for you guys, for anybody who will subscribe to me in the future, or anybody watching me in the future or right now. I congratulate you guys. I thank you guys so much. But you already know, spread the love. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe. Trying to grow my channel to maybe 50 subscribers. That'll be crazy. Anyways, now, goodbye. Have a nice day.